Of course. Aha! There we go. What are you focusing over there for? Right. Hello. Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'll be back.
I'm seeing shimmers in this unresting dream. A made up image.
Aha! There we go. Right. Cam wants to know. You're not wrong, it sure does. Alright, howdy fellas, what's going on? The beer camera. Don't know what was going on, but it seems to be happy now. Anyway, it's Friday. Yay! Beer o'clock. About damn time. Turn that down a bit. Already, man. No, I didn't forget my drink. Stupid camera was not working. Must be made by Ford. Hey Dan, what's happening, mate? How goes things? You'll have to excuse my rowdy neighbour or across the street guy. I don't know. He's playing music. Not sure if it's coming through or not. Hey, freshest. That is an engine block with some janky cylinder heads. That's just my mock-up engine. Ah, sick. That's good. Hey Daniel, what's happening, mate? I can hear it. It's a bit annoying. That's good. My weekend was busy, actually. Very busy. Another busy weekend ahead of me. Yeah, so I guess I can talk about it now, but that's new intake for Ethel. That's her rocker covers as well. There and there. They got a little bit of work left to do on the covers. Mostly get them covered in some black paint. But yeah, that holiday intake's been a right pain in the dick. I'll give you guys more information on that in the video that I make about it. I haven't filmed. It's a bit hard to give you a better look, unfortunately. I can make it focus on it. I haven't filmed a video on the fabrication of that. Excuse me, just because I needed to get in and get it done. But I will give you an overview of it in an upcoming video. Yeah, that's the plan. Trying to get it to look like mini LS. Covers look sort of like small block. No, it's a 92 throttle body. It's been on the engine for a while now, actually. It should work. The coils mount on top of the rocker covers. these are the mounting bolts for them there, and they point down like an LS. But yeah, hopefully I can get them in some black paint. The manifolds down there are just for a customer that I'm doing at the moment. There's not too much left to do now to try and get it to start up, actually. Now that I've got my coil locations, I can wire them. The manifold casting is a Holley Hiram. I could probably even find the part number somewhere. It's made to suit an LS, and trying to get it on an Ecotech is a pain in the dick, so I don't advise it. I'd love to cryptology, but the camera is fixed. As soon as I move it, it'll disconnect and the live stream will basically stop. Gearbox ETA is over there on a box, waiting. The old, what is it? The Trimatic Turbo 380E is here in-house, ready to go. Have a huge thank you to Mark from Hooked on Trailers for helping me out with that. Again, you'll see more on that in the video to come. What else? I got a transmission mount, a dipstick, a gearbox cross member. I seem to have misplaced the gearbox cross member. Yeah, man, it's now up to me and not waiting on anyone else. Yeah. I did get the Trimatic. Oh, there's the gearbox cross member. That's a nice bit of equipment, actually. Looks like it should fit too. Definitely going to need a cage, but this is the Tough Mounts VT to VZ GM automatic transmission bracket. So that should make it a bit easier for me, save me having to fabricate or modify something. I'm pretty happy that I found that they made one of them actually. I was just gonna try and make something up myself, but that definitely saves me a lot of headache. The only major components I really have to do now is tail shaft. I'm gonna get a tail shaft measured for length and have one of those made. And my converter, I've got to modify the converter that I've got because the mounting bolt pattern doesn't match the V6. Yeah, the bank's sort of hurting a bit, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. It's what I enjoy doing. I'm hoping to have it tuned before Jamboree. I'd really like to do Jamboree October 30. I think it was postponed to. Even though I'll only be in the Street Series class and only able to run up to 10 O's. I think it's 10 O's or 10 and a halves. That's still a goal that I want to try and do. It'll be my first Jamboree ever, and I think I've put it off for long enough and want to have a crack. Thanks, Cameron. It was a rather large pain in the ass to make. Hey Jason, what's happening, mate? Not a lot of time to go fishing at the moment, thus. But that is the plan as well. I got new boat cover and new anchor for the boat the other day, so I really should pull my finger out one weekend and take the morning off and go fishing. But that's the plan. Run the Tanos, all day, and last pass to the meeting. Give it full send. All the beans. Or go back a couple of weeks later for a test in June. Ah, sick. Thanks, Trevor. I was watching that on lunch. I commented on that video, actually. He, doing things different. Each their own. Yeah, I do, actually. It's a good idea, Das. Yeah, I don't know. Might come up with something. Got an idea. I'd like to do a small giveaway sometime soon as well. Just to give back to you guys for all the support. Nice. Where was that, Das? At Willowbank? I'm pretty sure there was an event on... That was a QDRC event, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it, Kawasaki. I'm going to put it off as long as possible. Yeah, nice. That's the go, James. I think that's the one that's currently out, isn't it? Is that the 40 plus years one? I don't know. That shitbox should be in one of them coming up soon too. As a reader's ride. Yeah, he is under the pump at the moment, which is a good thing. Good to hear that he's busy. Yeah, bloody COVID. Oh, nice. Hang on. Or is it the August edition that I'm thinking of? Where is it? Oh yeah, that is the one that I'm thinking of, the HQ for you. Nice. I'll have to go and have a look at that. Yeah, I don't know what information they're going to put in it, but it should be in there all the same. Yeah, I hope they don't can Jamboree or the Kenda Radial. Yeah, it seems that way, eh? I think just about everything in Victoria is being canned. should just drink this out of the can. Victoria's doomed. It's fucked. Oh, that's right. I brought some new filler rods. The bloody alloy the other day. I didn't realise I got 1.6 mil. I normally use I think it's 2.5. These wee little babies, they're a bit tricky to get your head around. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. There's no getting back to Queensland at the moment. Once you go, you're not coming back. Yeah. That's it, Dan. Makes you work. Oh, really? You'll have to excuse my ignorance here, but what is a H-plate car? Historic. Yeah, I got young fella's dad stuck down in New South Wales. He needs to get back so that I can get some work done on his young fella's car. Hey Michael, what's happening, mate? Ah, right. Yeah, we got a... What's it called here? Club Rego. We call it Club Rego here. Because you got to be a part of the club to drive it. And it's got to be 30 years older. Or 30 years or older, I think. Or was it 25 years and older? Can't remember. It's got to be an old junker. Yeah, basically you got to be part of a club to register it under the club rego. Like, costs sweet fuck all, but you can only drive it to mechanics or on like club runs and stuff. Nice. I mean, it's a shame that your kit didn't come with a bearing, but at least now you get to kick back and have a feed and some drinks. Ah, yes, I did add a baffle for the breathers. Thank you, Kawasaki. It was a bit of a pain in the butt, but I managed. I just welded in the seat above the breather so that air has to go around. Hopefully it won't make it suck oil in there, but I don't know. I think it's probably going to end up with some oil anyway. Nice. Nah, not game to look, Trev. I'll just deal with that can of worms every time I open it. Yeah, well that's the plan at least, eh? Hopefully. It's got to be better than nothing anyway, I guess. I'm just happy that I've got something that's going to fit. That was the biggest thing for me. I don't think I really have left to do to them is... I don't know if I'm going to bother doing it or not, but flatten off the area where the bolt goes on, because there's a bit of a weld around there. And put some paint on them, and then they can go on the car. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I should weld a AN bung in the bottom of it and cap it off so I can drain it out. But it's not hard, it's 2 bolts to get out and 2 lines. Doesn't take much to take the can out and just empty it out. No worries, Michael. Thanks for joining in, mate. Enjoy your dinner and your rums. Nice. That's the go. I don't think there's much else that I've gotten in at the moment. Still got my wastegates. The rocker covers there. That's about it. I wanted to try and drill the nitrous jet under the throttle body there. Forgot about it and now it's painted, so I'm going to come up with an idea for that. Oh, that's what I did get. I got another one of these 4-inch, basically HD clamps for the intercooler. I'm going to make up like a little plate that'll sit down in the where the battery tray was. And it'll basically stay there, and then I can take the top intercooler pipe off from there. It's probably dead by now. What's left of it. It'll be fucked. I'll baby it into work for a few days, and top it up and get some fresh fuel into it before I start beating on it. Put it in the heater. It's not a bad idea. It's still half full of oil though. Should give it a 50-50 mix. Oil and E85. Although most of the oil I got here should already be fucking contaminated with E85. Nice. Injectors should be alright. I'll give them a bit of a clean and pop them back in. Fuck, I swear I got a steel splinter, eh? But I can't find the bastard. It's like right there. They're 2200s, so yeah. Basically hoses. I always run it a little fat anyway. Oh hell. Don't know about cutting that out though. Sounds pretty painful. That's it, James. I'd rather have more fuel than not enough, even though those pumps were at maximum. But I never planned on using them to the level that I did. I'm running two. Well, I'm going to be running two. What are they? AEM. I got two AEM 340 litre per hour pumps staged. So it's like 1600 horsepower's worth of pump. So it should be enough. Oh really? Bloody hell, that's a long time. And it hasn't come out yet. The injector duty cycle at 846 horsepower was 60%. Give or take a percent or two. It wasn't very much. I still had plenty of room. But the fuel pumps were out. They stopped raising 1-to-1. Actually started going down too. So I probably still got more injector there when I get the pump to feed it. Yeah, coils was the biggest thing. They were pretty much running at their limit, the coils, which is why I got the Haltech ones. Yeah, so the injectors sort of save mass there. They basically just open longer to compensate for the pump's running out of fuel, but it's not the right way to do it. No, it's in Beenleigh, just after the Homeview train station. You sort of went over the Homeview train station, and it's on the right, and then you come up to the set of lights and turn right to go up towards the Homeview Woolies and shit. Sure did. The man's mission's here. Oh, it's not a man's mission anymore, is it? Fuck. Hey Callum, what's happening, mate? Thomas, howdy. All the mangs. Didn't really miss a great deal apart from I have my transmission here. Been working on an intake and rocker covers. That's about it, really. Nice. That's the go. Hopefully it goes well. That'll be why we're going to Homeview. Well, I thought I seen you sitting at the lights, and then you turned right, and I was like, "Fuck, that looks like Trevor's car." Race mission, yeah, that's the go. Didn't think of that. Actually, I got to get. Oh no, I don't need to get one of those. There we go. Got transmission coolers coming. I still need to get lines and fittings. But I'm going to wait until I get the transmission in, the coolers in, and then I'll go from there. Yeah, I'll be making a video on the transmission. That's when I'll announce what it is and all of that and what it's got in it. I've got to give the builder of it a huge thank you as well, so I'll be doing that in that video. And then from there we'll work on getting it in the car and getting all the mods done to it. Fuck hell, gassy. That I need to do. Like the converter and tail shaft. Yeah, all that and stuff. Yeah, that roundabout in Beanley is a pain in the dick. I don't blame you for going the back way around. Not a lot else going on. Oh, it's been hammered, and it just keeps getting hammered and hammered and hammered. Thankfully, the missus doesn't keep an eye on that bank account, so she doesn't really know what's going on with it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing. I got stickers. Well, I don't have a lot of stickers. The corn-fed boost text stickers I'm pretty much out of stock of, but I did get some more Maisie stickers back in stock. But I want to do another. I'd like to do another run of these CO2 the World tees or hoodies. Oh yeah, that's right. I do need to remember to hit Dave up, actually. Keep forgetting that he does merch, eh? Yeah, because the company that's doing these at the moment, I'm making next to nothing off it. And I'm basically just doing it for the sake of doing it, which I don't have a problem with, but there's no point in doing it to help fund the car if it's not funding the car, if you know what I mean. That's it, Aaron. That's why that's my bank account and she has her bank account. And we both help pay the bills, do whatever we need to do, get the food. Then whatever's left, she has her bit, I have my bit. And that's it. Yeah. I don't want to know. It's going to be painful. And especially because this is, well, technically the third time round. So it's... Oh, he does stickers? Nice. Definitely, I gotta... Should send him a message. I'll have to just chat with him next time I see him. Actually, I need some more of the text stickers made back up. But I don't have a design for that. The other company that did it has the design for those stickers. Yeah, that's a problem for future me. Yeah, that's said pretty well there, Aaron. Pretty much agree with that. And it's not just that, but they get in our face as well, and then they push us and piss us off. But anyway, buy stuff here and there and work out what you're missing. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. That's pretty much how I've done it so far. I'm in a constant state. Excuse me. Pretty much in a constant state of feeling like I've forgotten something. It's because I've got so many parts on order. I've still got a handful of parts ordered, being shipped and stuff. I can't even remember what all of them are, and if I need to order anything else, and yeah. I'm not really wanting per se. I know roughly what the cars cost me, and would I change it? Nope. Would I do it again? Absolutely. At the end of the day, I enjoy it, and the money doesn't really matter. It's not like I can take it with me once I'm gone. Got to do something with it. Bloody group chats. Anyway, it's drink time. Bloody drinks are empty again, as always. He's back. Don't mind about it. Let's go, Daniel. Yeah, camera's got it nailed. Bloody chair, so noisy. Should try and find a way to quieten it down. Probably not gonna. He's into hobby money. It's got a character. I tried WD-40ing it. Didn't seem to make much difference. Come on, leave the chair alone. It's not the chair's fault. That's it. I reckon, man. 20 years. You've done well, man. Did 10 years with my kid's mother, and that was fucking... That was hell. Hey Nitro, what's happening, mate? How's the race car going? How's it, Dank? You said it. Sure is. Helicopter just shut in the chair. Yeah, fair point. I don't know what you guys can hear on the microphone, so don't know how loud the chair is. That helicopter was fucking loud though, let's be honest. Must have been like right over the damn house. Yeah, probably. Not be surprised in the slightest. Spending all that money to make more revenue when they could just be spending the money on better shit. But anyway. The retardness of our government. Not something we can change anytime soon. Oh really? 6 weeks away for breaks? What breaks did you get? That would be pretty cool, Aaron. Train horn on a wagon? Carbon clutches? No, I haven't come across any actually. Actually, I can't remember. I think maybe the V8 supercar ones were carbon? think. It's been a number of years since I did those few weeks of work for him and helped him. That was one of my jobs, was cleaning the clutches. All I know is it was tiny. All I can remember is it was tiny, and there was like 5 or 6 clutches in there. I'm pretty sure they were carbon, but not in my personal cars. I don't have any experience with them. Carbon triple disc. That is definitely overkill. But better to have more clutch than you need than not enough. Don't want that fucking thing to slip. Oh, the Harrop Ultimate Kit. Nice. Sounds expensive. When they say rebuildable knuckles, what are you rebuilding on it though? Pretty much everything on a Commodore knuckle is replaceable, besides the knuckle itself. Nice. That's what you want, man. Something that expensive, replacing it would be painful. Pretty sure my dad put an old airplane spotlight on one of his cars back in the day. He was telling me stories about it. Surprised it's not more of a thing nowadays. Speaking of the train, there it is. Right on cue. Interrupting me as usual. Aircraft landing lights make great headlights. Yeah, he said the one that he put on was pretty bright. Better brakes is a thing that she is gonna need, that's for sure. Howdy Darcy, what's happening, mate? As far as budget goes for brakes, there is none. I am, however, going to put some fresh rotors on it. The rotors that are on it are starting to get a bit stress cracked, so put a fresh set of rotors on it. The pads on it are still basically brand new because it never does fucking kilometers. Oh, nice, 6 spots. Hell yeah. eBay spec slotted and drilled. At least gonna do some DBAs or something. Open the door. If I only had suicide doors, then it would definitely be like windbreaks. Ah, nice. That's a go, Nitro. They sound pretty sweet. Yeah, we don't talk about the rust hole in that thing either, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Actually, I'll have to point that out in the video one day. It's getting worse too. It's right next to the dump pipe. I need to cut it out and weld a piece of metal back in it. It's weight reduction. There's another patch in the boot. I think it's around where the tow bar bolts on. I think it's starting to rot away. But yeah, anyway, There's still metal there because it's rusty, but it's getting pretty sketchy. I need to sort it out eventually. Mostly just stop it. Nice, that's the go. At least it's fixed, man. Oh, there's another bit up on the windowsill I've got to look at too. Yeah, I probably should have, because it's been sitting up there fucking long enough. I had more than enough time to cut it out and put something in there. I should just wipe some kill rust over it. I should have some here somewhere, actually. I think I got some down there somewhere. Close enough. Yeah, probably should wipe some kill rust or something on it. Hey Dwayne, not doing too bad, thanks mate. Grommet sounds like a nice, cheap, easy idea. Something along the lines that my laziness can deal with. Hey Mark, what's happening mate? Good to see you on a stream. Sorry I didn't see you come in there mate. Mark's done a great job on the gearbox. And I have complete faith in it. Dimple neither asshole. Now you're getting too fancy. See, a grommet I could live with. Weight reduction continues now with style. That's brilliant. Mark, that bloody... I commented on it, that tractor video you had going on your Facebook page looked... Well, it sounded bloody amazing. Secondly, need to see it make a comeback, I think. I see. Have to make just to get the full mirror effect going on. What do you do if it's in the center of the car? Do you put one up the front? I don't have very much OCD, so I can't really. Yeah. Yeah, I know, that bloody train horn, Mark. Yeah, I mean, if you scroll through the comments, I've got a comment in there. I wouldn't be doing it if it was my engine, but he assures us it will not break again, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Yep, the single chain again. Yeah. I know. I mean, he's building another engine in the background, but still, I would not be putting my faith in another single row timing chain. Yeah. The skid bunnies. Yeah, true, Darcy. The stroker one doesn't really sound too interesting to me. I don't know how that is going to end. He's going to stop right at the limit of the crank. Should he actually... Oh, there goes the train. Should he push it that far and call it a good one, even though we know he's only stopped because the crank's the limiting factor. Yeah, his reasoning behind it was what baffled me the most. He didn't want to put the double row on because he didn't want to have to remove the balance shaft. Yet the balance shaft, you only have to take the gear off the front, and he's going to use the double row on the stroker. But you take the gear off, leave the retaining plate, put your double row on. When you finish with that engine, you take your double row off, put it on the new engine. Like, why? I don't know. He's doing his thing, and props to him. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I've had a few people ridicule me about my allegations against him, so he can do him. He can do him. It is still a Mang, so it's going to be cool to see either way. Yeah, they're not very expensive. I don't know why he's tempting fate again. That just doesn't make sense to me. Nah, mine's got the balance shaft blocked off. You just push the brass push out, spin it around, and slap it back in there, block the hole off. I have welded it before on the block before that block. I just welded the hole up. That also worked well. Either or. You just need to block the oil feed. Stick coolant straight in it, man. Run it, let it cool down. Do that a couple times and then recheck all your head bolt tensions. They say you don't need to do it for non-torque to yield bolts like ARPs. But I like to do it anyway, just in case. I haven't had them loosen off yet, but you never know. Alright, copper plug, nice. Shift forks are pretty weak in them, Callum. The factory nylon shift fork bushings are weak as well. You will burn them out. Apart from that, I wouldn't worry about it. I beat the piss out of this thing at 750 horsepower for yonks, and then turn it up to 840. Still beat the piss out of it again with a dead stock T56. Apart from those shortcomings that I replaced pretty early on. But torque has a lot to do with killing a transmission, so depends how much torque you're putting through it. They are only rated to, like, I think it's 400 or 450 foot-pounds of torque, which isn't a great deal, really. Surely my shitbox was making more than that. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't have been early on, but still would have been making Yeah, fair bit. Yeah, no lift to shift can hurt him pretty quick. I've heard. I haven't had one fail yet because of it. Definitely gotta watch your shifts. Yeah, you'll be fine at 500 kilowatts. I wouldn't stress about it too much. The old flat shift. Tell you, no lift to shift makes that so much more fun. Buick Dynaflow Transwap. Ooh, 1-speed. What is it? Just like direct drive or something? I don't know how it'll go with the LS. The LS will probably kill it, but I definitely recommend it, man. The old no lift to shift. Makes quite the difference. You'd be surprised. Yeah, that's true. It's gonna be a completely different car, and I'm gonna have to relearn to drive it. Sounds like your tuner's on crack, freshest. I just put coolant straight in it. Have always done so. Never heard of anything like that before, actually. No, it's over there in about 6 pieces. The clutch slipper valve. Ah, there you go. Still, I haven't heard of that before. Even on graphite gaskets, I used to just smash coolant in it and send it. Yeah, the slipper valve, the Magnus Motorsports slipper valve. Never did get that to work. I think it had something to do with the concentric slave. The pain of Subarus everywhere. Hey, L67 Bravo. Reese was here. I believe he has gone to the pub. I imagine that's probably what it's to do with Cameron. They misfitted a head gasket, put coolant in it, and then had to pull it all apart and waste coolant. So then it became a thing of just putting water in it. I've always just put coolant straight in it. I'll be putting coolant straight in this. Oh, how much do I want for it? Not much. It's a $500 valve, but I mean, I can put it back together and you can have it for a couple $100 if you want it. If you can make it work. Could never get the fucking thing to work. Yeah, if you want it, man. It's only sitting here on my shelf doing nothing. I got no use for it now. I got me a race mission. No more man's mission, unfortunately. Well, I guess not unfortunately. Pretty happy with the change. Let me know when and if you want it, man, and I'll work out a way to get it to you. I just got to put it back together. It's not really that hard. It's only a few AN fittings. Hey. Look at that, I'll even do it on camera. Ah, coolant is a contaminant on the head gasket. There you go. I'd like to think so, Michael. I really want to be at Rolls sooner rather than later, but yeah. See, here it is. What's remaining of it all. And then this piece goes on there. Nice. Cruise tuning is one of those things that often gets overlooked a lot, eh? And it's usually me on the way back from Rolls or Wheelerbank or something with the laptop going, oh, too much. Oh, not enough. Yeah, Nitro, that'll be good to see you out at Rolls, eh? It depends on the top swap. Ryan? Yeah, look at that, all back together. It obviously needs tightening, but yeah. It is all here. The period. Why did he call it that? Okay. Haha. I shouldn't have put the thing on the thing that controls the camera. Oopsie. I fucked it. I done fucked it. L67 top end. Oh, I do need some sustenance. I would not I would not push it past like 15 pounds. You can run 20 plus on a stock L36. The thing with the M90 is it's a big hot air pump after X amount of boost. So the thingamajig, yeah, that thing. I wouldn't really push it much past 15 psi, and at that point you're really just spinning the blower for the sake of spinning the blower faster. Just rip the M90 off and put a turbo on it. Job done. Same power, 21 psi 7. Oh, nice. There you go. That's it in black and white right there. Extra what? 4 psi. No extra power. Equals 0 efficient. No, I still wouldn't consider that was a good. he did a good job with that. The only thing I've seen is he's proven that the M90 is not efficient. Like, you have to add the turbo to get that to make the boost and the powers. So why not just fuck that off and put that on there? And torque over's flat. Nice. Yeah, it would be a pretty spicy engine, like with the M90 and the turbo. Definitely wouldn't have been no slouch. Not like that fucking thing. Would have been very spicy. Pretty much what? Near 500 horsepower and from like nothing to everything. Yeah, would have been pretty cool. And yeah, you'll make 400 to 500 horsepower on a turbo eco. You'll be lucky to crack 400 with an M90. And I think to crack 400 with an M90, you have to have a pretty serious L67 bottom end. That literally fell off. Oh, jeez. My first car. Ooh. So my mum gave me her car. That was technically my first. But if you want to know the first car that I actually brought, well, I'll tell you both. My mum, she gave me her, I think it was an 81 or 82 Mazda 626. After it died and I sort of rebuilt it, she ended up taking it back off me, but that's neither here nor there. And I can't remember exactly what the first car that I actually brought was, but I think there's a couple of possibilities. It was. I didn't have a chance to put subwoofers in it, but yes, I've had subwoofers in my cars. Oh, what was it? I think it had to be the Celica. It was an old 82 Celica with the pop-up headlights. With the RA, I think it was an RA20. But I brought it and it was seized. No, it wasn't the Mark 1. It wasn't the Mustang style one. It was the same body shape as the Supra. The Celica Supra. The same sort of body shape as that. Oh, I can't remember exactly the model prefix of it though. Nice, the old 200B. Jeez, not many of them getting around anymore. Oh, I wish I still had it too. The thing was so cool. I'm pretty sure it was a Mark II. Had the RA20, but mine was an auto. And then I think a mate of mine brought the same model car, but it was a 5-speed, and we used to just blast it around everywhere. Nice. The old 92 Surf. Don't see many of them getting around anymore too. A mate of mine brought one of them. Nice, VHSS, that's a hell of a first car. I didn't get a VH until, I think it was like my third or fourth car was a VC. And then I brought multiple VHs after that. Just got hooked. KC laser, nice. Nice. You still got your HQ, damn man. I had a KB laser once. That thing was a beast. Actually, my dad helped me buy that. So when we found out that Celica was seized, I was basically in tears, having put so much time, money, and effort into putting it back together, because I brought it as like a project car, and I didn't realise when I brought it was seized. Anyway, here I am in tears, finding out that it was seized after taking it to a mechanic to get the transmission put back in, because the guy I brought it off had the transmission out of it, and I didn't know how to fucking put the transmission back in at the time. Finding out it was seized, I'm crying, and my dad goes, look, you know, what's your problem? What do you want to do? I'm like, oh, my car's fucked. I really wanted that car to drive and learn and do shit with. And he's like, well, you go and save up, and for whatever dollar you can save up for yourself, I'll put in the same. And I ended up with back then it was like, I think it was a couple $100. And yeah, we found out in the old, I think it was in the trading post, we found a KB laser for a few $100. We went and looked at it, took it for a test drive, and brought it. The old Neutron banging autos, nice. Mine was a manual, and it wouldn't do any faster than 160. I remember on the highway, you'd be able to get it up to 160, and if you got a bit of a backwind or a downslope, you'd be able to get it just over to 160. I think it was a little beast though. You could chirp second everywhere. Nice. KC would have probably been fuel injected, wouldn't it? Mine was only carby. Factory speed limit, power to weight, that's it. Didn't give it any more power to push the weight. Terminal velocity, that's it. And then what did I buy after that? I brought a Camry, and it was one of those nice, the old Avalons. Jeez, they're not a bad little car, those Avalons. I brought a Camry, and it wasn't the ACV20, it was the one before that, with like the little squinty things and the hatch sort of tailgate bit. I ended up killing that driving through floodwaters up to like the door sill. Ah, good times. Yeah, shit, I haven't seen a Cressida in a while. Most of them have got all Jay-Z's in them though. Oh shit, snapped a cam, bugger. Yeah, the Camry did alright. It made it through the floodwaters once, up to there, but then I had to go back to my mates and pick up my mate, and had to go back through it again, and it didn't make it through the second time. It got 3/4 of the way through it and then just died, and that was it. It ate some water into a bit of everything, I think. The electrical system was fried, and it was everywhere. Yeah. Thing was a beast though. I used to neutral bang the shit out of it everywhere. Remember, went to the train station to pick up my mate, and I'm like, hey, check this out. No. Bang! No! He's like, holy shit, what the fuck? Yeah, I think so. It drank all the waters. Ooh. Missus is home. Nice. Those old Corollas were the shit. I brought I think it was an A82 off a mate. Loved that thing. That thing was so cool. Anyway, I'm going to call it here, fellas. I'm going to go back inside, pour me another drink. Oh, no. Bloody rolled it. Nice. Nice, the all-wheel drive magnets, they were pretty good. I wish I still had the last VH Commodore I had. I never should have sold that car. The thing was mint. It'd be worth quite a bit of money now. But it goes it's one of those paradoxes. It's a paradox. Because if I still had that car, I wouldn't have that car. So happy I got that one. Wish I still had that one as well though. But yeah, anyway, thanks for joining in, fellas, and hanging out and having a chat. It's been good. Definitely stay positive. That's the one. But yeah, thanks for joining in, having a chat. It's been good. It's been always good. I always enjoy hanging out, having some drinks, chatting. I mean, I'm going to be drinking anyway, but good to have some people to talk to. Anyway, the missus is home. I'm going to go and spend some time with her before going to bed. Yeah, big stuff's happening. Huge thanks again to Mark for the race mission. Info on that's to come. And yeah, hopefully in not too long we'll be starting that shitbox back up, and then not long after that hopefully we'll be racing, and then getting the BMW started. That's got to happen soon too. He's south side. He's not too far from me here in Beenleigh. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to unleash the boost, CO2 the world, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully doing something with the man's mission, the race mission.
Something